Americans saved up $5 trillion in pandemic-era savings, and they're out spending them. So retail is not dead, and the office isn't going to be dead either.
Joining me today is Lisa McNatt, Director of Market Analytics with CoStar. Lisa, here at REITworks, you were on a panel focused on the economic outlook for the real estate industry. As we sit here in mid-September, and you look out over, say, the next 12 months or so, what's your overall forecast?
I think the overall forecast is positive. It's good. The commercial real estate, the four primary commercial real estate sectors, office, industrial, multifamily, retail, have had an amazing run since the beginning of the pandemic. I know that there's a lot of talk right now about how hybrid workplace trends and remote work is going to impact the office. If you remember a few years ago, the big rally cry was that retail is dead. Retail is clearly not dead. Retailers are doing extremely well. Consumers continue to open up their wallets. They're ordering. We've got goods coming from overseas at a faster clip than they have before. We have Americans saved up $5 trillion in pandemic-era savings, and they're out spending them. So retail is not dead, and the office isn't going to be dead either. We are going to have some headwinds coming at us. They're not potential headwinds; they're very real headwinds. But in the end, I think office is going to. There's going to be a retraction of physical space occupied on average, but altogether, I think office is going to be just fine.
And are there any specific geographic markets where you see a more positive outlook? And of course, on the flip side, anywhere maybe the outlook is a little more challenging?
Because of the importing of goods into our ports, there's a reason why we had that backlog in the port of Long Beach. You've got to house those goods somewhere, and so we've got an issue with permitting delays and with entitlement delays, and which is basically, in some cases, almost doubling some parts of the construction process, which means that these industrial facilities that we so desperately need are taking longer and longer to get here. So now with Amazon, stepping back and kind of paring back their plans, you're going to have a smaller number of tenants that are going to be willing to take those spaces because, a year ago, a landlord would have broken ground on a building on speculation, and there was a really good chance that Amazon was going to take that building. So now with Amazon paring back their plans, you've got a smaller number of 500,000 to 1 million square foot tenants that are going to have the ability to take that space or the need for it. So they're going to have to break that space into smaller chunks.
And talking about the office market again, what are you seeing companies do to reimagine the office environment in terms of making it a place where employees want to return?
One thing that landlords are doing to make people feel better about their space is quite expensive. It's a very expensive proposition. So they're putting in things into the built environment that make it more of a place of safety. So they're putting in enhanced HEPA filtration, touchless screens, touch points everywhere, and added green elements just to lift the mood, create a feeling of mental well-being and wellness. So that's more expensive. But the other thing that I think a lot of office landlords need to, or companies need to do, is they need to truly make their office a place of collaboration. Because they're saying they want people back in the office because they want to collaborate, but then they're coming back to keep farms and workstations. And so you need to, if we're going to have it be a place of collaboration, let's collaborate. Let's build in some seating, some areas that are better equipped for collaboration. Another thing that they're doing, they're bringing in snacks, simple things like snacks, fully stocked kitchens, providing perks, incentives, commuter benefits, anything to make people want to return to the office. Those little things make a difference.